Welcome back everyone to TCG Card Shop Simulator, and we've got a few things to discuss today because since the last episode I recorded we've had an update and it's been quite an hefty update as well. So there's a few things I want to be bringing up. Now I spent all the money at the end of the last one, fill these shelves, but we haven't got enough money to cover this, so I am going to need to buy some stock in today, and some of these shelves like the red ones and the green ones aren't full and we've got nothing. Second thing, shelving has been changed. It's now only accessible from one side, so your workers won't be walking around the back anymore. And also it does mean you can put your rack in flush against the walls, which is something I asked for in the first season I was doing. The other change, which is going to take me a while to get used to, it is something I did mention in season 1 as well. It was weird having the signs above a product, because everywhere you go or everywhere else I've ever worked into, you always have your labels underneath your products, and now they've changed that. That's a couple of big items coming in. There is also one of the biggest things is there's now scanners in the game. But look at the money. 12,000. We're not going to get that anytime soon, but we have got access to it. It is locked behind a certain level, but I don't know what level it is because we're only shop level 16 and we've already got access to it. But yeah, 12,000 is well out of our reach, unless we have some cards coming back in this episode. This first batch of cards, it's £1,000, but I think if I remember right, this one's about 6,000 to 7,000 if we can get a grade 10. If we can get a grade 9, I still think it's still worth over 5,000. That will get us a good way, but I think I'm going to have to put the scanner off a little while. Maybe even as long as level 25 to 30. Because we have another batch coming in. This will be in the next episode. This was the grade 1 we sent. If we can get a grade 10 on that, that was worth about 6,000. And I think that one was worth about 7,000, 8,000. I don't think it shows me the values on here. It's something I would love to see is the trading values on this screen. And then we've got another one coming back. This will be in the next episode again. Another one, 961. I'm pretty certain that's going to be around the £5,000 to £7,000 mark. So we have got some big cards already coming in our future, if we can get lucky with the grading. We've also got a card machine over here that needs to be unlocked. Oh, look at the value. Now, in the last episode, I did say if you get about 200-300, there's nothing ever going to be any good in there. You get something at 1,800, you've got something good in there. So what have we got? We've got a ghost card at the top there for 335. We've definitely got more than that. We've got a god pack. This is a god pack down here. Each one's worth over £100. Now, because all our slots are full, I'm more than happy to go and put these on the card table. And that's just changed my plan because I'm going to get the card table down right this second to do that. And I think we did have a couple of cards we picked up late in the last episode, which could go on the table as well. So yeah, that will give us a nice amount, maybe over £1,000 worth once we sell all this. We're going 105 full art there as well. And this is why I said I want to put the scanner off for a little while, because I want to get more of these machines. And also, in the first season, I did complain about the bench a lot. Now, because of these machines are opening cards so fast, faster than you can ever do it, realistically, while running the shop, those card table for boxings are actually quite good now. I mean, theoretically, if you want to, because they haven't changed it with the slider, I always said you want it where you can type the exact price in, not have a slider because it's too sensitive. You could also buy a couple of those benches and have them all set up for different prices in the back. We'll have a look at that and see what room we've got, because at the moment we haven't got access to the back. Now, when do we get access to that? I think it was level 15. Shop B. Yeah, level 15. We've already got access to it, and it's 5,000 unlock. So I would like to do that. But like I said, there's a lot of things I would like to do. But the first thing I would like to do now is get the report and get started straight on. We also do have the new sprayers at level 18 as well. I would like to get those. Those are actually pretty decent until you get the next ones, I think, are around 30 something. So we had a pretty good day. Oh, and I forgot to put the card table down. I've got time before I open the shop. Like I said, we can make about £1,000 off this today. So, yeah, it's definitely a bit of a no-brainer to get it done. Because we did take a chance on a 10-day service for one of the grade 2s we picked up. If that one comes back, we can make a few £100 off it. But again, it's one of them things. Is it worth sending a single card, tying up all your slots for multiple days? Probably not. So what was we doing these at? I think it was about 20%. So yeah, 238. The higher your card goes, the less you want to be doing it at 20% and you want to do it at 10, because the way the maths works on it, you get, I think it's like 3 or 4 times better chance to sell it at a 10% rate than you do it to 20%, especially when you're going into the big tens of thousands of pound cards, because there's not that many people who have the money to be able to purchase them. So a couple over 200, so 20%, put you at 199, I'm happy with that. 180. So yeah, we could probably make over 1,500 looking at these. So let's market price this one, because we have already sold it, but it's probably 173. I'm happy just to go up on you. These should sell pretty fast at these prices. There's a lot of customers that have the money to be able to purchase these. 165. What about you? 164. Got 148. And the last two, 125. And then as soon as all these have sold, unless we can get a good card for trading, we will be putting the table up. So 130 we'll put on that last one. Yeah, a good amount of money to be made there. Let's open straight up. And because I'm starting a new session, I've got to get the workers working. A restock, don't fill anything without a label. And restock, don't fill anything without a label. And we did test Terrence out on the till the last time. And yeah, it's 8:20 and everybody's still standing outside, so it must be 8:30 they start now. There was a time when I played it the last time, they immediately started. It doesn't look like that happens anymore. A lot of small orders coming through today. There's my second one sold already. And again, this is going to get released on Saturday. This isn't my usual day. This is just a bonus episode I've decided to do this week. Saturday was technically my free day. But I just wanted to play some of this today. Okay, nothing really too good there, so we're going to decline her. More cards are sold, so we haven't got many left. We've got about 5 on there, so we've sold half of them already. I've got 3 of them, I've got none of them, so I'm just going to accept that. Build up some in the collection. And even though I've not stopped on this till, there's still a queue I'm struggling to keep up with myself. Just too many of these single boxes coming through. Okay, I need to put an order in. So what did I need with these boxes here? Red, green, at least 4 of those, and at least two of the rares. Okay, let's just get them ordered. So accessories, reds, greens. We want to go into booster packs. I think I said 4 of these. And at least, let's get 3 of those. Because I can see some empty ones out the front. That will give them a good amount of stuff to start stocking up the shelves if they run out. There is a customer trading just appeared to my left. Try and get them done first. No, nothing I need in there, so I'll send you on your way. Let's try and catch back up with the tills. That's why I need more people with exact changes. Another customer trading. Again, nothing really too great at the moment. I want those big ones. Come on out my face, bud. Personal space and all that. $264. Nice sell there. So another one of the big cards have gone. And there's only 1 left on the shelf. So that table's going to be coming up pretty soon. as soon as I see that last one gone. It just stops people interacting with it and you're getting marked down. Now, talking about marking down, we haven't really looked at our customer scores at all this year. Or this season, shall I say. Well, this is finished. Yeah, £2,500 after I've just put that order in as well. I do want to make sure I'm paying my bills, so that's what I want to do now. Don't want them to creep up on me. Yeah, nearly 1,500. Must have forgot to pay them on the day before because I was more worried. Now, talking about that, we need to order these. Well, we'll order them in a second. I'll just fill this up with whatever I can down here. And I'm going to need to take some blues as well. I could just order some boxes in now. But yeah, we'll just send it whatever we can in here. And I'm opening up the boxes so they don't interact with them. Just while I have a look. 361, so again, nothing too great in there. I'll just have a quick scan over. At the most, we've probably got about a couple of £20 cards in there. And we always want to keep that thing going on a timer. If we can open this 2 or 3 times in a daytime, that's going to give us a lot of cards to then start selling in the shop as in boxes. And this is going to have a lot of lower tier cards. Look at the queue. And we've got a customer trade in there. We've still got over £1,000. What have you got? Nothing I want. That's more like it, a decent customer. And yeah, I think the shop's full at the moment, so I need to clear these out. Yeah, we've got another customer trading. What have you got? Nice. Actually, that's not a bad price. 20 below the market value. Let's try 35 on it. Yeah, I'm happy with that. 35 for a 66 card. Won't be putting it on the table anytime soon. But I'll definitely flip that at some point. Okay, till's caught up with now. I can start ordering some cards in again. So we want to concentrate on the singles this time. And do I want to buy the license? I do. I'm fed up of keep buying the small boxes of these. Get 2 of these because these are the ones we're getting for the machine. And then try and get 1 of each of the others. If I can afford it. Yep, we can afford it. 323, that's one of the biggest customers I've seen this season. I think 333 is the biggest one I've seen personally. Or that I've noticed. But this day has just had a lot of little people coming in buying a little amount. Now, level 20 in the shop is the next big person to get in the helping out with restocking. And if I remember right, the next one is the restocking person. And then Clark is the one at level 25, which is the till person then. That way it will free me up from the till to start helping or opening cards myself. We've got about 37 minutes on the machine over there. I want to clear this till out first. Okay, another customer trading. Nothing really worth value. Just not add anybody this day with the customer trading. Just too many people with just low quantities all the time. No, nothing really. It's not a good price. Okay, another customer trading. Actually, it's a fairly decent price. Let's try about 120. It's worth 165. Yeah, we'll be able to flip some money on that. But again, I've only really got 2 cards to put on the table, so I'll wait a little longer before I get the table out again. Another customer trading. Nothing I want. We are up to 8 o'clock in the day, so we're coming through to the last couple of customers. Got about an hour left in the shop. And I think we've got another trading on to the left, yes. Okay, before we do, let's grab this over here. Because I want to do that machine in a minute, but I want to check on customer trading. No, nothing worthwhile. Okay, let's have a look at the machine. 346, so again, nothing too great in there. Full art at the top there. Yeah, nothing too great in there. So let's get started again. And that's quite a lot that's just entered just before closing time. Just got to hope there's enough stock on the shelves for them. Most of the shelves are looking fairly good from where I am, and then I'll put an order at the end of the day. We are back up to 2,500 now. Been manic with the amount of customers, but there's been a lot of small purchases all day. People coming with one item only, sort of to the till. And we can breathe. Okay, so let me just have a little stock up and figure out what I need to order and put an order in, and then I'll bring you back at the start before we do the report. Okay, welcome back. I've managed to do a full stock up, so all the shelves are absolutely full to the brim, and we've got some of everything in the back there. And while I was doing that, the machine has finished, so we can put another set in overnight. Around the 300 value, so there's not going to be too much good in here. Like I say, a couple of teen cards, maybe some up into the 20s, but that's about the best we're going to have in here. Now, we have access to other products as well. When I was just ordering, I just didn't notice. We look at our stock orders. We can actually get this box in, but it's only going to be 2 levels before we can go for the big licenses. And again, at the moment, I don't really want to be spending £1,200 out on a license and then 1 level later spending another £1,500 not to gain a new product. So I think I might wait for level 19 on there. But the later you go, like 7 levels difference between that, and then when you go into the Destinies, some of them are like 10 levels difference, which is a major difference. So I'll do it with this one, but in future, we won't be doing that. We do have access to all like the special cards on the tabletop. We haven't dipped into any of those, but I need better workers before we go into that. And then we have all the plushies and stuff and the battle decks. There's a lot of things we can order. So the machine's going, so let's get our report done. And next day is the first graded card that's going to be coming back of this series. Let's hope for a good one. If it's a really good one, we're going to get the card table down and get it immediately on there, because that could really get us some extra card machines or an upgrade to the back room or something. But yeah, 7,200 on revenues, a fairly decent day. 78 on the visitors. All in negatives because I did forget to pay the bill the day previous and maybe the one before that as well. But we only barely just made a loss on it. So I'm happy with that. So let's go and find our first graded of the series. Actually, I think I'm going to get, before I open it up, because I always forget to do the thumbnails. There. Hopefully that works. Let's have a look. A grade 10. Yes, yes, yes. Our first one ever is a grade 10. Please. What is it worth? Was this the one that was about 6,000-7,000? No, 3,500. 3,659. Now, it would be nice to keep all the grade 10s, but I did say at the start of the season, this one's more about trying to flip a profit early to get us in front. But yeah, we've definitely got some cards that's going to go out today. So you come pride and centre at the front. I think I'm still going to do 20%. So we'll do about 440. So about, what, about 19% on it. That will give us a major amount of boost. That will buy us the back room if we want. But I think another card machine I want to get first. And we also have got, we haven't started doing any Destinies yet. We haven't got to there. And I think I have decided sort of in between episodes, ghost cards. We have got quite a few now. If we start getting, I think I'm going to start sending all these for grading. We do have a grading slot now, but I don't want to send something unless I've got a full 8 now. We're not that desperate for money. We've got a good amount of money. But yeah, I think all these I'm going to send for grading. Keep a level 10 of everything, and anything that's not a level 10, we'll just put onto the machine or send for regrading. So Tetramon, we definitely had a couple in here what was worthy. So yeah, 163 and 83, 67, even down into the 40s. Let's put them out and see how many more space I've got. I think I just want to fill the table up again with 10 cards, set the prices, and then I don't have to do it throughout the day. I'll just take the table up as soon as I've done. So what have I got left in here? 38, yeah, that's worth selling on a 28. I have been going down to 20, so about mid 16, 17 on the cards. So I have got more I could list, but I think that's good. Let's set some prices. 20%, yeah, 198. I flew out on the day previously, so I'm happy to still doing this. 101 on you. Yeah, 81. Let's just reprice you because you've probably changed since the last time I had you up. Yeah, 53, and I've got the ones on the back to list up. Round you to 52. I think you're the same one I've just set the price on. Yeah, those two are exactly the same card, so I don't need to change it again. 47. Put you at 46. And if we can sell that big card today, I'll be so happy. Yep, I think I'm happy with that. Let's get opening straight up. I have filled up the machines as well, but we are wanting to upgrade these pretty soon. I'm really hoping somebody comes in and buys that big card very early. Bottom at 4,000 would really give us a nice kick boost. It would be our first card of significant value being sold in the shop. Let's just say, first of many. I plan to do a lot of big card flips in this one. Maybe when money becomes not an issue anymore, then later on, we will then start doing all the collecting. I just want some customer trading to come in. Once we get to about 1,000, I'm okay to then start purchasing some cards. One of them things with ordering all your stock, it does leave you nothing if somebody comes in early with these big cards, which they've done on many occasions. Let's have a look at you. What have you got? Nothing I really want to deal with. Well, I think he just bought a card, so that's great. Yeah, he did shake his head, but he didn't say anything. And that's what I am trying to watch out for as well. If people say products are missing, then we might start stocking them. But I don't want to get too much too early. Not a bad price. Let's try and get it for 35. 38. Go on, 40. Yeah, I'm happy. Yeah, he's happy. $26. Oh, look at it. The old table's empty except for 2 cards, and one of them's the very big one. Yeah, maybe if I had enough money. There's going to be only certain people that can have like 3,000-4,000 on them to be able to purchase cards like that. And then the higher up you go, the less you want to put on the cards. I mean, if I wanted a quick flip, then I could just put it at 10% and I've probably got a chance of selling it a lot faster. Well, I'm happy to see most of the others gone. If I do get any time, I might list some more up on there, because I have got some more in the collection. Sort of around the £50, sort of £20 to £50 mark, which could get me a nice little bit of profit. Well, it's better than sitting in the album doing nothing. Up to 2,500, how we're looking with stock. Okay, the machine hasn't finished, that's what I'm more interested in than anything else. Let's have a look at what we've got in our collection, which is that button, not the other one. So yeah, that £60 one we just grabbed. Just grab them 3. And grab that as well. Quickly set these price on here. I've got to be quick. Before they come and start purchasing them. Market price, 20% round, done. Okay, back to the till because there's going to be a massive queue here now. This is why I don't like doing the table throughout the day. I'll just do it in the morning normally, just so I don't have massive queues building like this for no reason. But some of them ones I just listed, that one what we just purchased on customer trading has already just gone. Okay, let's have a look what you got for customer trading. Not bad price. Let's go 115. It's worth 163. Let's have a look what this is. 500 if it's a grade 10. Let's go 120. This is one I'll probably just end up flipping, yeah. 120 for a 163 card. That one's going to go onto the table as soon as I've caught up with the queue again. What have you got? Nice. Again, another decent card. And a very good price as well. Let's start off at 90. See if we can lowball a little bit. 95 then. Yeah, 95 for a 133 card. That's two cards I need to get on that table as quick as possible, but I need to get this queue down first. Don't want to sacrifice. Oh, 3 cards he brought then. Just double checking the price, make sure he hadn't bought the big one, but no. Because that's sometimes what can happen. Somebody can buy the big one. You're only looking at the change given the customers, and then you don't realise something big sold. But we got 3,000, so we're not desperate for money, so we're doing pretty good. Another customer trading gear. No, nothing I want. About 5 in the queue still. Just looking, the big card is still there. Boo. Okay, before we do anything else, I want to get them 2 big cards we just acquired. Get them onto the table. These are going to be £200 cards when we sell them. Or 162 and 200, okay. Nothing I want there. I do need to have a look at the stock. I want to go and purchase another one of these machines here. But I think I might need to save the money for stock. Well, first things I want to do is pay the bills so I don't keep forgetting it. So it's that key there. About £400 a day the bills are. Forget it. I'm doing it. Good call or not. More of these machines is going to get me more experience, which is going to level me up faster, which is going to give me access to the better, more sexy things earlier. And I will put some cards in there, probably at the same time as I'm doing the others, so they both finish about the same time. Get these lights on. Still nearly 1,000. I was okay doing that one. 5 o'clock, I might be able to push to the end of the day before having to put an order in. And we are going to keep that table down until somebody buys the big card. Well, that's one of the big cards gone. 250 on that one. That's going to be one of... So those 2 cards we just got off customer trading, we've already flipped them both. For a nice tidy profit. I think you had the other one. Yeah, 162. I think both the workers are standing outside, so you can go into the till for the moment. And then that allows me to get these machines sorted. Did order... Oh, no. I keep forgetting where they've changed the signs to. We'll keep this box here ready to do the... Oh, actually, I didn't complete it, so it hadn't started its timer. Oh, that was an error on my part. Let's go and have a look and see if we can get any of these shelves filled up while he's on the till. And then I'll go and take over from him. I'm not 100% certain why he walked around the back of the units, because it shouldn't need to do that anymore. The way the interaction with the units goes. Okay, so greens are out. Yellows are out. Blues are out. And probably red. So I need to order everything except for red. So let's get that order done now. And while we're purchasing these, just get another one of these. Because we're going to be using a full box every time we fill up 2 machines. Yeah, I'm going to have to take back over from him. Restock the shelves. But at least he's giving me a little bit of time to do some ordering and get these shelves filled up. And also, the other thing is if you've got the other people on the tills, you don't see when the big cards sell. Okay, let's have a look at your customer trading. Look at that one. Oh, I could do some really good stuff with that. Let me think about it. There's no way I'm going to get anywhere near that. I'll need about 2.5. I'll need that big card to sell. Okay, I'm going to do something I don't want to do. I'm going to put it at 10% and see if somebody can come in and buy it quickly. Still a lot of money, £4,000 for somebody to be having in the pocket. But it has just increased my chances of selling it. Yeah, I'm just not getting enough sales in. But I've done my best. Let me think. I don't know if that holds the customer or not. I thought the suit guy might have been able to purchase it then. I think I need a minimum of 2,000 to even have a chance of getting that card. If I had to purchase that extra machine, could have got this big card flipped. That would have been worth over 10,000 on a grade 10. I'm going to put an offer in. He's going to walk away either way. So let's do 1560. Either way, he was going to walk away. But who knows, one of these days somebody might take one of them offers. Okay, it is 9 o'clock. Let's go back up to 20% on it. Actually, we're just at 4,400. Take it back to where it was. I'm not as desperate for that money now. I mean, it would still be nice. I'm not going to lie. But it'd be better if I can get like an extra 400 off it. So those machines are finished in the next 20 minutes. So it's pointless cutting away at the moment, because I do want to get them started immediately. What's all these boxes here for? Well, there's a box. We said we want to open one. And the machines. Just making sure there isn't... No, it's got 61 on the one on the shelf, so that's fine. Yeah, too many partial boxes for my liking, this is. Okay, at least there's a full one there. Okay, 2 more machines to open up quickly before I put an order in. £1,000. So there's something of decent value in here. Doesn't look like it's going to be on the first page. There's nothing looking too special there. There it is. Another ghost pack. All full arts. So that means it can't be. 1, 2, 3. There's only 4, 5. Oh yeah, 6, 7. Yeah. There's the full pack. 70s, 50s, 70s. We'll get all them onto the shelf. Might be something else in here as well. Couple of 30s, couple of 20s. Very nice. £1,000. Let's have a look at the second machine. 600. So there's something in here going to be worth £100 plus. Couple of 28s there. Thinking maybe there might have been another ghost one here, but no. A couple of 20s there. There it is, 171. So there had to be something half decent value in there. So yeah, let me just fill up the machines again. I'm going to do a little bit of an order and we'll get the cards on the table, but I won't set the prices until I bring you back. Okay, welcome back. I've put all the cards out, so let's go and set some prices on them. So the first one, 20%, we're going to round it, £208. Second one, I'm just going to reset the price, 128. £102. 96. So there's good values in these. And they should be going down in value. 87. We'll redo this price. It's currently 128. Still 128. It might be something we've just sold a day previously. 76 on you. £73. So all the cards are really £70 plus. Definitely some nice values in there. Let's get the report for the day and let's get started straight on the last one. I'm going to do one more day in the episode. $82 visitors, so that's slightly up. It was about 79 the previous day. Experience should start going up now. We've got 2 machines running. 6,000 revenue. We made a slight bit of profit, even paying all the bills and buying a £3,000 machine. So that's very nice to see, that is. And a lot of that was just for the card selling. So let's open up straight away. The machines are ready. So being as though you're not doing, I'm just going to say man the counter. And then we can deal with that over there. There is a couple of partial boxes here. I'm going to take them both. We'll try and stick with the purples at the moment. It is the most valuable card we've got in the shop. And then we'll just unload everything else after if we run out. So 325, not going to be anything too great in here. 24s. And let's have a look at the other one. Again, 340. Probably a couple around the £10 mark. But that's about the best we're going to get out of there. And I will take it back over him on the till in a second. As soon as I've got the machines filled back up. Okay, first machine's off. So we'll need to order some of these purple cards in because I've just used them all off the shelf. Next tier down would be the rares. So let's get them in. Still space for some more. And I didn't... Oh, wait there. No, went wrong way. That's supposed to be going on the shelf, not the bin. So I need to order some purples in at least 2. Just while he's on the till for a second, I'll just give these an hand filling up. Oh no, those are all full. How are the front shelves doing? Rares are looking terrible. Okay, everything's full up. So I am going to need to order at least 4 rares by the looks of it. Okay, let me just go and take over from them on the till. Restock, don't put labels, anything where they're not supposed to be. I want to be on the till because if that big card sells, I do want to be seeing it. So one of the cards have sold at least. And that's why the shelf was empty. There's a lot of rares just been brought there. Nearly £300 in just rares. Okay, we're back up to nearly the 2,000 mark. So I could actually go and put that order in now. I need to. What did I say? 4 rares. At least 1 blue and a couple of purples, wasn't it? One of these and When do we get the next ones? Level 20 is the next big upgrade. Get 2... Yeah, just the 2 boxes. Fortunately, most of the money's gone again, but that will give them something to do. Customer trading here. Oh, look at that. That would have been a fantastic if I'd have had this card here. 2200 card he wants for his 37. I'll tell him to think, unless that big card sells, I've got no chance of getting that. Actually, no, it's a trade. It's a trade, so I can't do it either way, so let's just decline it. And he wouldn't take a graded one. It has to be an ungraded one, I'm pretty certain, the way that works. 321 for them couple of cards. Very nice. Well, at least we've seen some £3,000 plus cards coming through the shop. Fortunately, it's coming at the wrong time and I've not got the money to get them. At some point, I do want to have like a barrier of like £5,000 to £10,000 where I've always got that kept for the big purchases. But right this early in the game, that's not something I can do. Okay, 2 more cards just sold. We might be able to get some more on the table. There's only 2 left there. What's the next biggest one? 40s and 30s. Get them down 2 at a time so the tills don't go out of... Too many people waiting there. No, there's nobody there. You've already got a price on, so I'm just going to keep your price on. Oh, don't go into my boxes or knock them everywhere. Couple at the tills. Okay. Managed to get 4 cards on there. Better on the table than in my wallet doing nothing. What have you got nice? Okay, so these are the ones we've got to look at. So look at the grading. A grade 10 would only be worth 70. So in this case, that's not worth doing. Because it would cost me £10 to get it graded. And there's a good chance of coming back. I'd have to get above a TCG 8 to get any money off of it. So no, that's not what I'm doing. But some of those grade 1s can go into £5,000 to £6,000 cards. So they are definitely always worth checking the price on. Don't just dismiss them. Okay, what have you got nice? Nothing I am after. And I'm sorry if it gets manic at times. This will get better as soon as we can get some better people to run the tills. Unfortunately, our Terrence isn't one of them. But it's decent you get his Clark. Then there's another one, I think, at level 35. And then there's a female, I think it's around level 40. She's very good on the tills as well. And she used to stay back until the very end of the day as well. Not immediately leave as soon as the day, sort of the time it. Let's get these 2 on. And let's get this on as well, because it's going to be the same price as this one I'm setting here. And having them coming in buying a card for, I don't know, £20 better than them coming in and buying 1 pack of cards over there for 3. So it is still worth putting them out if you've got something you're waiting to sell, like a big card like I am currently. Just try and keep the slots filled up as best as possible. Okay, he's bought 2 of the cards I just listed as well. 125, very nice. Still nobody's come in for the very big one, I can still see it. But we'll wait a couple of days, probably going to be the next episode before that sells. But the next episode, we get the next batch of our cards back. And this time we've got multiple, I think at least 2 in the next batch. And there's another couple of cards sold there. Let's see what you've got nice. Nothing I'm after. I might just get enough time to list a couple of more up. We are still 4 o'clock in the day. So we've still got 5 hours going. This day's nowhere near as busy as it has been. Okay, so let's just reset the prices. Bring everything back to the front. So I've got a couple of £20 there. I think I'm happy to put these out. 2 of them will have the same price on. Okay, let's get the lights on so we can see what's going on. I haven't checked these machines for a couple of days, so I'm going to need to get them done. Don't want them to start getting stinky people in. I think it was about 10 dissatisfied we had on the previous day. That could have been one of the shelves emptied out and these didn't have time to fill it up. Come on, out the way. Well, I didn't see any customer trading in the queue, so I don't know why he walked round here then. Maybe there was an item he wanted, what wasn't available, but I didn't catch what he said. The customer trading here I want to quickly grab. Again, let's have a look at the value. Only going to be worth 75, so it's not worth one messing with. If it was like £200-300, then it'll be a different story. So we'll do that. £10, sort of 10-day. And try and get like 7 or 8 of them and fill up an old collection. Okay, I might be able to list a couple of more cards out. What have we got? We are coming down to the very last couple. Because 2 of them's the same card, I'll have time to quickly set a price on them. 27s. Have you got a price here? You have 26 from when you previously got listed. That's about the range it was going to be anyway. Look at this customer trading. Ooh. Again, it's a trade, not a buy. I did have enough money to buy a 2,300 card, but no. Fortunately. Bates are not with us today. Another customer trading on to my left. Let's have a look what he's got. It's a £30 card. If I can pick it up really cheap, I might get it. I wasn't too fussed. I was trying to get a much lower price than I know I would have got. Oh, flipped a card over at the last minute. 286. That was one of the... Oh, he bought a £27 card. But either way, nearly 5,000 we're up to. Okay, well, we've got no rare cards on there, so I'm just going to order... Because the shelves are not full out the front. I'll look at the other stuff later. Well, we've got a card selling, another 26 one. So there's 3 cards left on the thing over there. Like I said, I know dropping the price will get it sold a lot faster. But I am trying to maximise as much money as I can off everything we get. Another one's list off there, so we're down to a couple of cards. I'll have a look at what I can list over before the next day starts in the next episode. You want a 5? What have you got nice for me, bud? That's worth getting. 573, only wants 424, so I'm not going to get too low. I think I'll start at 400 and then I've got a good chance. Yeah, 400. Very nice. Now, I can't press this button now, but I just want to have a quick look. If I was to list you onto here, what are you worth? £4,000 if I get a grade 10. I think that is... No, come on, out the way. Let me take the card back up. They are very grabby, these customers sometimes are. Okay, one of the other cards sold, so I think we've just got that big one left on there. But I think that card I've got on me, gotta go for grading. Now, we've missed the cut-off on this day. We are on the last couple of customers. And I haven't had a chance to do the machines since this morning. So we will do it before we call the episode, and then I'll fill the shelves up in between episodes. So yeah, we're down to 2 cards on the table. Let's bring them over this side. Let's have a look at what else we could put in our listings. So the very first one we want to ignore. And these are coming down to the lowest I would want to list. So I've got another 2 copies of that one there. Let's set some price on these before we call it, and then we'll do the machines. So what have we got? 20% round, 26. You've already got the 25 price on, which is about the right price. 23 on this one. Just while I've got that big card on, I'd rather not have empty slots. 22 on you. And these 3 are all the same, which are 22 on them 3. Okay, so we want a box of these. And let's have a look and see if we've got anything good. A 9.94. We've got something decent in here. Possibly a God pack there, but it's hard to tell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All about £20, but there's definitely something in at least about the 4,500. There's 116 at the top there. Got to be something else in here. There's an 108 full art. Another one down there that's a full art, nearly 100. Couple of 20s there. A 77 full art there, so we can get some nice cards to list on the table on the next day. 21 there. That was just a lot around the 100, but either way, that's a very nice pull on them packs. 300 again, there's not going to be a lot of good in here. Probably a few around the 20 mark. But we definitely got a few extra cards out there we can open up. Or at least list on the table on the next day. I think I want to send some of them cards off for grading as well. So I've got one at the top there definitely going for grading. Let's have a look at what... Yeah, so we only got 200s. And then a lot around the 90 part. I don't think anything around the 100 is going to be worth sending off for grading. Thing I wanted. So we'll list these 2 on and then just see what they're worth. So it looks like we've already previously sold. 141. 131. I want to see what you was. Yeah, it's only about £600. So if I did do something like this, I won't be spending £200 to try and risk. I would have to get a grade 9 or a grade 10 to really make my money's worth. I would have to do it on like a 10-day charge. But no, we'll save that for like the ghost cards. We actually send into grading. That's a good idea. Because we've got all them ghost cards, haven't we? So at the start of the next episode, we will get another package. And then we'll actually have 2 packages in the next one. We've got enough money to send it off. So let's send all the ghost stuff. Just so I don't forget it on the next episode. And then the only other ones we've got is Tetramon at the moment. Actually, we might be able... I don't know if people will bring... No, people won't bring Destinies in if we haven't unlocked it by the looks of it. And the only other one we're going to be sending out to you. So 5 cards there. All going to come back at fairly decent prices. If we get a grade 10 with any of these, I will keep those for the collection. But if it comes as grade 9s, I will be selling them most likely. And we're hoping for a grade 10 on you. That would be worth 4,000 to 6,000. Let's submit that. It's over 1,000 to submit it. But that's going to be coming back in 4 days. That'll be the episode after. So, a lot of good things on the horizon. I definitely need to be putting in a decent sized order because the shelves are looking mega bare everywhere. But hopefully you're still enjoying the season. And thank you very much everybody for watching. I'll see you all again soon.